and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA. Hey, Dave. What tremendous athleticism. Thanks, D.A. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Now, here's Fultz. Shoots from 14. Here's Vucevic. Good D by Siakam.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Lowry. Yep, it counts. Lowry's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Toronto.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Fournier. Now, here's Isaac. Just 5 to shoot. Fultz, no good. And they're running. Now, here's VanVleet. He's covered by Isaac. VanVleet can't get it to go. The Magic have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Lowry. Here's Anunoby. He's covered by Isaac. Fournier against Lowry. Back to Anunoby. And it's sent back by Isaac.
What a wingspan Isaac has. I mean, this guy is incredible at denying shots, and he loves to do it.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. Here's Vucevic. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago. And the officials call a traveling violation. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lowry with the ball. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Clock at 4. Ibaka. This is Lowry. No good with the triple. And the Magic with possession. Searching for their first points of the game. Now, here's Isaac. Not a lot of room. And it's Vucevic missing.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And Lowry has it in the corner. Almost, but it rolls out.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Here's Fultz. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Raptors with the lead to the left side wing. And Siakam has it in the corner. Passes to Ibaka. She's over Fournier. And the Raptors miss again. Orlando, they've got a paltry 0 of 6 from the field in what's been a very difficult start for them. Up pass to Gordon. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Kyle Lowry is second.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too. A chance now to see the numbers for Fournier, how he performed last season. Put up about 15 points per, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Lowry can't get it to go.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Toronto. Pass to Fournier. 6 to shoot. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors.
And you look out there at the Magic, one of the taller teams in our league.
And, you know, that's a philosophical bent for the front office. They want long, athletic players, draft guys with great length, and then develop their strength and skill level. And I actually kind of like that approach. Have a philosophy, stick to it, and be true to it.
Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
Here's Fultz, and the rejection by Lowry.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert. And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
Here are the Magic now, after the Raptors pick up 2. Outside Fournier. The pass to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. Now here's Fultz. Now recovering. Fultz, the pass to Fournier. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Raptors leading by 6. Outside for Lowry. No good from outside. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from DP. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The 6th pick back in 2017, 6'10" Jonathan Isaac out of Florida State. Greg, what have you seen from him?
Came in somewhat raw. Potential as a rangy defender. Offensively, though, still a ways to go.
First one falls for it. The Raptors' Nick Nurse winning an NBA title in his first season. Greg is an NBA head coach.
The first time a head coach who'd also helmed a team in a foreign league has won it. Nurse often reminisces fondly on those days coaching in Europe. And this summer he was entrusted with coaching the Canadian national team at the FIBA World Cup.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Well, you know, he's still listed at 6'10", but when you see him standing next to teammates, guys, Jonathan Isaac is clearly taller. By the time he's done growing, he's projected to be a 7-footer or north of that.
Here's Fultz. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Taken away. Outside Lowry. Pass to Van Vliet. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Van Vliet's got 6. And Isaac doesn't want that 7-footer label. Something we've seen before with the guys like Garnett and Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I agree. There are a couple of things that go into that when you talk about guys not wanting to be listed at 7 feet. He grew up playing on the perimeter and still has an attachment to that part of his game. And then I think there's also the feeling if you're listed at 7 feet, you're going to get stuck inside. But even more than that, folks tend to look at you differently when you're a 7-footer because you appear to be out of the norm in a major way.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Siakam. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now here's Fournier, still looking for his first bucket in this one. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And the Magic making a change here. Augustine's checked in. Baca against Vucevic. Here's Augustine. His last outing, 16 points for him. Clock is at 3. Lets it fly. Orlando gets it back. Second chance shot. And another shot. And it's laid in by Gordon.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical to sky up for the board.
Lowry against Augustine. Lowry looking around. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now, here's Isaac. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And the first one at the line is good. A lot of guys like to shoot off the dribble, but Clark, there are some that really are better at it, shooting off that catch in the NBA.
Yeah, and who do you have in mind, Kevin? I got a couple of names that I'm thinking about. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking Klay Thompson because that backcourt is so prolific, and he's been so great at that. That's kind of been his trademark.
Yeah, it has been. Reddick would be another guy.
Yes, another good
that I think that would come to mind. And even though he's later in his career now, but Kyle Korver, one of the very best we've had in the league at shooting off the catch.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And here's Augustine. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Gordon. Clock at 6. Here's Fournier. And no good that time. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's covered by Isaac. Passes it to VanVleet. Hits the three-point bomb. VanVleet's got 9. The Magic trail by 14. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Here's Vucevic. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Hollis Jefferson can't hit. Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now Augustine. Six on the shot clock. Here's Isaac. Up and in from the low block. He has 5.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fellow there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Here's VanVleet. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Raptors lead by 14.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Outside Fournier. Right side Gordon. Over Siakam. From 13 feet, it goes down. Gordon's got his second basket of the night.
Outstanding concentration that time from Gordon. So good at staying focused on the basket, even when the defense is on it.
Here's Lowry. Orlando grabs the miss. Isaac's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Man, I like Isaac's mobility. Love it. This guy gets down the floor extremely well. And he has a sense of where he should go to get a scoring opportunity, too.
And Lowry gets it to go.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Vucevic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Count that bucket.
Man, I think you got to do a lot more than that against Isaac. He's just so big, effortlessly fending off the defense when he's taking it to the cup.
Lowry passes to Hollis Jefferson. Lets a floater go, and the bucket is good from Lowry in deep. Lowry's got 10 points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now here's Vucevic over Ibaka, and Orlando again with the bucket.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Now here's Siakam. To the wing on the left. Lowry inside the line. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Kyle Lowry firing on all cylinders for Toronto. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And Serge Ibaka talked about his skill set. Now it complements Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam and what he brings to the team.
My defense toughness, my experience playing with those 2 guys, one of the best in the game right now, and then, you know, helping those 2 here, and with my experience, what I learned, I think I can help the team a lot, energy, and both hands on the floor.
And really, Ibaka is a seasoned veteran now, a terrific role player known for his defense.
And Ibaka knows his role and plays it well.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Davis is out there with Lowry, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Now here's Vucevic. He kicks it to Augustine. Pass to Isaac. Fires the 3. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Isaac's got 12.
Boy, nice rhythm that time. See how Isaac let it fly right off the catch? That shows you confidence in the jumper.
Now here is Lowry. Here's Davis. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
Augustine with it. And there's the pass to Ross. Gordon inside. He's guarded by Davis. Hangs. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Vucevic.
And, you know, one of the best parts of Nikola Vucevic's game is his great body, excellent hands, and the high motor makes him an outstanding rebounder.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. He's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you.
Man, I like the deep ball of Isaac there, man. Has good touch for a big fella, and he shoots it with confidence.
Davis, the pass to Lowry. Siakam against Augustine. The drive by Siakam. Great D that time from Vucevic. And the 6'7" swingman, Terrence Ross, the number 8 pick out of Washington.
Well, you know, the shooting and leaping ability of Ross, phenomenal. I mean, I think the defensive end is where he can solidify his game and really improve. He's got all the tools, though, to be an excellent two-way player.
And here are the Raptors now. The Magic hitting the button. Here's Davis on target from 13 feet. Davis has got his second basket. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. He's only given up 6 here in this quarter. This time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, sloppy play sabotage. I mean, they'll have to be much more focused this time around.
Lowry from outside. Rebound by the Magic. Vucevic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here is Ross. 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
So for the Magic, Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. And Toronto also making a switch. Anunoby's checked in. That's a 2 from Powell. And the Raptors miss again.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Fultz, the pass to Vucevic.
So we've seen Vucevic expand his offensive repertoire, guys, adding to his old school post game. He's now demonstrating perimeter shooting and playmaking ability, and that's opening some eyes.
This is his first free throw of the game. Free throw drops for Vucevic.
You know, he was the 16th pick in the 2011 NBA draft, and Vucevic became an all-star for the first time in 2019. Took him a while, but he got there.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. And here are the Raptors now. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Lowry's shot is good. And Clark, as Vucevic has stepped out from that mid-range to beyond the arc, it's paying dividends.
Yeah, not only is he shooting the three-point shot when he steps out there, but it spaces the floor and opens up things for his teammates, and he's proven himself to be a pretty good passer. The face-up game proving just as effective as his post-up game, which makes him a hard cover.
Now, here's Lowry. 14 points for him. From downtown, gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's a 9-point Raptor lead.
Boy, Gasol with the punishing pick that time.
Fultz, the pass to Aminu. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Ross. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight?
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and then the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those two teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Finished off by Fultz.
Fultz, when he has room to throw it down, he's taking it to the rim. No hesitation.
Raptors leading by 5. Outside Gasol. Back to Lowry. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 19 points for Kyle Lowry.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Pass to Ross. Back to Fultz. There's the feed to Gordon. Over Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Marc Gasol.
And over time, Vucevic has really developed a nice pump fake. That often leads to him earning trips to the foul line.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
For Gasol, a very nice season for him last year. He put up about 13 points a game last season, 8 rebounds and 4 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Here's on an open. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Davis. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Fultz. 14 points from him the last game against Chicago.
And he also looked to attack at the defensive end of the floor. 3 steals in that game.
Loss against Powell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In fourth, the Raptors.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Davis, the pass to Anunoby. Davis inside. He's guarded by Ross. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Toronto shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Do you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Collins back in the late 70s, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right. That's a long time ago.
Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Now, here's Fultz. Pass to Aminu. Down low. Here's Vucevic. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Here's Fultz. The Raptors getting the bucket. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the middle. Here's Davis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First free throw is good.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And both free throws good for Davis. Clark, when you think of athleticism specifically, talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Here's Davis. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Lowry inside the line. Ross grabs the board. So for the Magic, their last game, a loss to the Bulls. Vucevic, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Vucevic has got 12 points in the game. And here is Davis. 8 points for him. Pass to Gasol. Now here is Lowry, guarded closely. Back to Gasol. And Gasol with the dunk.
And, you know, Lowry looks to set up his open teammates beautifully. Nice dime there, and it really keeps the team tied together nicely.
Now here's Fultz. Outside Fournier. And the pass to Ross. 3-pointer. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark in 2 for 4.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Lowry with the ball. Guarded by Fultz. Pass to Gasol. Vucevic with the block.
Get that weak stuff out of here. You can't come weak like that against Vucevic. He's going to send it back at you.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Fournier. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And that one is good. Ibaka's got his second bucket.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Now here's Vucevic. 12 points for him. Back to Fultz. Lays it up and banks it in. Fultz has got his second basket of the night.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Lowry dishes to Gasol. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic.
The game differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
He dishes it to Ross. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds tonight. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Now here's Fultz. Now recovering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Boy, the speed of Fultz. You love that. Excellent at getting to the rim and drawing the foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
and not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
That free throw good from Fultz.
They're really doing a good job from the line. They need to stay aggressive, keep drawing fouls, and hopefully pick up a few more and-one situations.
Isaac's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Toronto also making a switch. Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Davis. That one is no good.
Well, I look at Fultz, and he has perennial all-star written all over him. A fantastic playmaker who's really got a ready-made skill set for the NBA.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Vucevic. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Raptors. They lead by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We're going to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Kyle Lowry had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 19 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Raptors.
The little big man, Kyle Lowry, gives you the toughness, guy who can make tough.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac into the small forward position. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto last season, Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. He has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. Here's Anunoby. A wide open look here for Ibaka. That 3 off the mark. The Magic trail by 8. Now Isaac. He's got 15. Now here's Fultz. Passes it to Gordon. Back to Fultz. Trying his luck from deep. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Ibaka kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Anunoby. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And now an 11-point Raptor lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. The Magic again can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And only 6 feet tall in shoes, Fred Van Vliet's not the biggest, but his toughness, his toughness, mentally and physically, is unquestioned.
And Kevin, growing up in Rockford, Illinois, gave him that perspective. Friends and family gone too soon. Basketball is the path to something better.
Vucevic to the pass to Fultz. Over Lowry. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Anunoby, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Magic trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now the pass to Gordon. Inside. Here's Vucevic. They could use a bucket. That one misses. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Van Vliet. Vucevic defending. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Check out some stats for Gordon. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged about 16 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Yes, that goes in. Gordon's got 6.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Raptors.
Outside Lowry. To the inside. Ibaka, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Vucevic.
One of the best free throw shooting bigs in the league. But that wasn't always the case for Ibaka. He has put in a ton of work.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on.
And the first one jumps. Bamba is checked in for the Magic. Powell, he's checked in for the Raptors. One misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And you remember when Aaron Gordon came into the league, Clark, some questioned whether he had the size to play the power forward position. Not anymore.
Yeah, you take a look at what's important at that position. It's about mobility, versatility, and skill set, and he certainly fits the bill nicely there. He can defend the 3 or even some 4 positions and brings a lot of energy at both ends.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
To the middle. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Kevin, for a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Gordon against Siakam. Here's Ibaka, and Bamba pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Fournier passes to Isaac. Dishes to Fultz. Looking to end his cold spell, and that's 2 points on the layup. Fultz has got 7.
You know, Fultz handles contact really well for a young player. Excellent at staying under control and then finishing through the contact.
Passes it to Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. 15-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Pass to Fultz. Launches it. Toronto grabs the miss. Ibaka's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And stolen by Fournier. One-on-one here. Kicks it to Fultz. There's the pass to Gordon. Shoots over Van Vliet, and it's Gordon missing.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Van Vliet with it. He's against Gordon. Here's Anunoby. No good from 11 feet. The Magic trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
The Magic making a switch here. Ross is checked in. Pass to Powell. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Siakam outside. Passes it to Ibaka. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got 9 points now in just the second half.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Pass to Ross. There's the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Powell, the pass to Van Vliet. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Fultz looking around. He kicks it to Bamba. Fultz with the ball. He has 7. Knocked loose. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. Gordon against Siakam. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. It'll be a jump ball. And it's the Magic with the ball. The Magic trail by 21. Here's Fournier. And it's good. 2 points. Fournier's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And hey, Fournier is not just an outside shooter. I mean, he can also get busy near the basket thanks to that quick release.
Bamba against Siakam. The pass to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. But they'll get another chance. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his first personal foul.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
The first one falls. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016. Now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
The Magic trail by 21. Pass to Fultz. And here is Ross. Pulls it from the elbow. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
A shot off that time, and Orlando will come the other way.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Shot up 2 there.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Powell with the bounce pass. Baseline try. Orlando grabs the miss.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Now, when you look at Mo Bamba, with his size, around 7'1" in height, Clark, the longest wingspan, arm span ever measured at the Combine, he can dominate inside.
And you know what, guys? The scary thing is he's got room to fill out. He's got room to add good muscle and weight to that frame. And once he does, he's going to be a nightmare to deal with.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9½", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Gasol comes in for Serge Ibaka. Davis is subbed in for Norman Powell, and he makes both free throws. So you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground, and he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game, but he has something you just can't teach.
Now here's Fultz, covered by Van Vliet. Outside Fournier. Shot on the wing. A fresh 14 for Orlando. Bamba kicks to Fournier. And that one goes long. Raptors leading by 17. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Outside Gasol. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For Toronto, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. Throw good. Van Vliet. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. And the Raptors also making a change. Lowry's checked in. There's 57 seconds left in the third. 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lowry's got 5 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Vucevic. He's got 14. Ross in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And the shot is good. Anunoby's got 11 points.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Now here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. And Vucevic kicks to Ross. There's the triple. No good that time. And so it's Toronto riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So the Raptors 5 right now. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. Davis is out there with Lowry, and it's Gasol in at the 5, roaming the paint. To the paint, here's Vucevic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you talk about the best defensive head coaches in the league. Steve Clifford has to be on that short list.
I would agree with you, partner. I mean, his teams play hard, they play smart, they play with discipline, and that usually is a reflection of the coach, and a good one.
And he makes the first. Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
Davis against Ross. And here is Davis. Clock at 6. Outside Gasol. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Passes it to Ross. Now here's Fultz. Now recovering. Fultz, no good. Toronto leading by 21. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Ennis. And Lowry gets double teamed. Outside Davis. Off target from 3-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Ross. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in.
And whenever Ross is in attack mode, it's always a good sign.
Outside Lowry. Inside Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 8 now on the night. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The pass to Ross. Fires the three. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Now here's Fultz. Now recovering. Pass to Gordon. Over to the left wing. Now here's Fultz. Shot clock at 5. Lays it up off the glass.
And you got to clog up the clear lanes to the basket. You can't give him room to operate. When you do, Fultz scorches you with his speed.
Lowry drives in. Count it. Good. Lowry's got 26.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
It's good. That's 12 points for Aaron Gordon.
And Gordon's jumping ability, combined with his reach, make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
Davis against Ross. Down low. Here's Lowry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
The first free throw is good. And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. And so Lowry nails both of them. Do you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24, it goes now to the new number, 14 seconds?
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
Passes to Gasol. Rebounded by Vucevic.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Lowry dishes to Davis. It's stolen by Fultz. Lob pass to Gordon. Can't lay it in off the alley-oop. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Gasol, and finished off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Now here's Fultz. He's guarded closely. Ross passes to Gordon. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Outside Gasol. Back to Lowry on the wing. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Isaac passes to Fultz. Mark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question, because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media, so they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
Vucevic with the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys, if for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taken on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. Siakam misses. The Magic trail by 17. Now Isaac. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Outside for Lowry. Back to Anunoby. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Vucevic with the block. Up pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Really easy to appreciate Isaac, Kevin. I mean, solid teammate who's always ready to share the sugar.
Raptors leading by 15. Outside Lowry to end the cold streak. Can't hit that one.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
Fultz the pass to Isaac. He can't get that one to fall. Toronto's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. A baseline J. That one rolling around and rims out.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Now here is Lowry, guarded by Fultz. Isaac with the steal. Pushing it up. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And that one drops. Van Vliet's got 15 points in just the second half.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now here's Fultz. Lowry covering. Lets it go from 11. Again, the Magic scores.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
He gets that one. Lowry's got 30 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
There's the pass to Ross. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And 12 points for Terrence Ross.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Raining it off the catch. Love it.
Now here is Lowry. Feeds to Ibaka. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And this is where Ibaka is becoming a little more savvy. Just catches the defense off guard. All they can do at that point is foul.
Ibaka hits both of them. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. Down by 12. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Second chance effort, and it's good on the way up. Fultz has got 8 here in the quarter.
Man, I love the energy Fultz plays with, Kevin. I mean, when he's deep in the paint, he's really comfortable going up the